Throughout the Bible, giants are more than towering bodies. They represent fear, opposition, and forces that stand against God's people. Giants weren't just enemies on the battlefield, they were tests of faith. Today, we explore 5 of the greatest giants ever mentioned in the Bible and the powerful lessons they still teach us today. Giant number 1. Goliath, the giant of intimidation. Goliath of Gath, over 9 feet tall, a seasoned warrior, clad in armor that weighed more than most men. For 40 days, Goliath mocked Israel. He didn't attack, he intimidated. And intimidation is one of the enemy's favorite weapons, because fear can paralyze an army without a single blow. Until a shepherd named David stepped forward. Goliath fell not because David was stronger, but because David believed God was bigger. Lesson: your giant may look loud and powerful, but intimidation loses its power when faith speaks. Giant number 2. Og, king of Bashan, the giant of power. Og was not just tall, he was a king. The Bible describes his bed as over 13 feet long. He ruled a fortified land. He commanded armies. He represented established power. Israel faced Og, and they were still learning to trust God. And yet, Og fell. Why? Because no throne is higher than God's authority. Lesson: some giants don't shout, they rule. But power without God always collapses. Giant number 3. The Anakim, giants of fear and discouragement. The Anakim were a race of giants living in Canaan. When the spies saw them, they said, "We seemed like grasshoppers in our own eyes." Notice something important. The giants didn't call them grasshoppers. They did. Fear shrinks identity. 10 spies spread fear. 2. Joshua and Caleb spread faith. And decades later, Joshua defeated the Anakim. Lesson: giants grow bigger when fear speaks louder than faith. Giant number 4. Lami, brother of Goliath, the giant of legacy. Lami wasn't as famous as Goliath, but he carried the same bloodline. Sometimes giants don't disappear after one victory. They return in new forms. Lami fell not to David, but to one of David's warriors, because courage is contagious. David's faith created a generation of giant slayers. Lesson: your victory today becomes someone else's strength tomorrow. Giant number 5. The Nephilim, the giants of mystery and corruption. The Nephilim are among the most mysterious giants in Scripture. Mentioned in Genesis before the flood, they symbolized corruption, chaos, and rebellion. Their presence marked a world that had drifted far from God, and God wiped the earth clean. Because no giant, no matter how ancient or powerful, can survive God's judgment. Lesson: when corruption grows tall, judgment eventually falls. Final reflection: the giants today, giants still exist. They don't wear armor, they don't carry spears. Today's giants are fear, pride, addiction, doubt, disobedience, but the message hasn't changed. Giants fall when faith rises. God has never lost a battle. And He's not about to start with yours. Stand tall, speak faith, and remember, if God defeated giants then, He can defeat your giants now.